And let's go down to the college ranks here, where you don't see a lot of wing T anymore. But that was where, if you were to watch football, that's high level football. That's where you would see the wing T. But
That is
Grant,
correct.
who is your college football game of the week here in Week 11?
Dylan, I could take one game, but I'm going to leave that one for you. To make it personal, who knows? Maybe you'll have a
You're a
peanut butter
homie.
and jelly while this game is going on. Sorry, while your game is going on, you have yourself a Schmuckers, Uncrustable, by the way. But I'm gonna go Georgia-Ole Miss, and I think this has the potential to be an absolute shootout because if there's one offense in this country that will go blow to blow with anyone, it's Ole Miss. And Georgia's defense has had good moments this year. They've had some okay moments, and I'm excited to see Lane Kiffin try to bring this show on the road. They upset LSU earlier this year, in the Grove. They lost to Alabama, and has Ole Miss lost another game? Or I don't think they have.
They
But either way, I think this is going to be a high scoring game. It's going to be an entertaining game, and I think this has potential to where Carson Beck
they've
could
just
put
lost to Alabama.
just lost to Alabama. So I think this is a Carson Beck show out game where if he can go blow to blow with Zach Dart in this Ole Miss offense, maybe Carson Beck deserves an invitation to New York as a Heisman Trophy finalist.
Yeah, he's quietly put together a really good season.
Really good season.
Could have been overshadowed by Brock Bowers and that defense, but he's looked in like he's the guy.
And also just another something about it, man. But with Sanford Stadium is loud and rocking on Saturday afternoon there in Georgia, I don't know if there's a better stadium in college football. These Bulldog fans are going to be absolutely electric. They're going to have their shoulder pads with the spikes on. Everybody's going to
be barking at fans.
They're going to be barking. They're going to have the turnover belt on, the turnover shoulder pads. Their whole body's going to be painted red. They might throw a bottle of mustard at Lane Kiffin just because they hate Tennessee that much. We got CBS on the call. It's Brad and Gary. It feels right. The SEC in November. Give me Ole Miss, Georgia.
All right, yeah. Can never go wrong with SEC in the South. So my boss was just down in Nashville for his birthday, and Auburn was playing Vanderbilt, and we've always wondered why Vanderbilt is in the SEC, and I figured out why. It's so the fans in the SEC have a place to go, or it's like their taco bye week where they're gonna win. They're gonna go get to visit a very cool place in Nashville. Go eat some hot Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah.
Go down Broadway. Maybe pick up some Broadway girls. It just makes too much sense. That's the only reason why Vanderbilt is still in the SEC. It's just so it gives fans a nice vacation and a win.
Well, and also just for academic purposes, the SEC needs a school that actually is a school. I know the University of Florida is also a good school, but let's be honest here. Nobody gets a good education at Alabama or LSU. Come on, the University of Arkansas, they don't go to class there. What do? They teach their kids how to call pigs. Auburn, nobody knows about Auburn besides the people of Auburn. I mean, come on now. South Carolina, that place is a hole. Tennessee, it hasn't been the same since '98. So they just need the SEC needs an academic school so it can actually look like they're student athletes. And Vanderbilt was a sacrificial lamb.
The only time Tennessee's been relevant the last 20 years is when Big Cat went there and won a national title there on NCAA football. Yeah, that was the last time Tennessee was relevant. That's the most notoriety they got was
that is correct.
Playing in a national championship game on Xbox. So,
hey, what do Tennessee fans do after they win a national title? They turn the Xbox off.
Yep. But let's go to the my college game of the week here, and it's pretty obvious here. We're gonna go with Michigan, Penn State. Michigan goes to Happy Valley. Big noon kickoff, big noon Saturday game of the week is going to be at 11 Central. And, winner of this game is going to be in the driver's seat for the Big Ten West or Big Ten East, the Big Ten West. Who they did?
Well, even if Penn State wins, they still have that loss to Ohio State.
Yeah. Michigan, if they win this, I'm really liking their chances. Chances of even if they were to lose to Ohio State, which is still 2 weeks out, so not going to focus on that one yet. I still like their chances to get in, but it's a big game, and Michigan coming off the bye did what they do. They've done all year, just dominated Purdue from start to finish, and even with all the distractions of sign stealing, did they not? Talk of Harbaugh being suspended,
going to the NFL.
And Michigan's just got the blinders on. They've been living in the black hole, and their main focus has been whoever they play and just taking care of business. It's similar to that. You're going to go be playing in front of a raucous crowd right away in the morning. People are saying this is Penn State's best team in however many years. A lot of people were picking Penn State to win. This is an elimination game. Michigan could knock Penn State out of the playoff with a win. And the big keys for that is they need to shut down their running attack, Penn State's running attack of Singleton and the other running back whose name is escaping me. But and make Drew Aller beat you. In the one time he's faced he's struggled. He's been very up and down all year. It seems like he struggled against Indiana. He struggled against Iowa for a while. Did not have a great game against Ohio State here, but he's going to be playing at home. It's the other running back is Katron Allen. If Michigan is able to keep them in check and hold them, and because I don't think Penn State has enough explosiveness on the outside to where they can really hurt Michigan. They shut down Allen and Singleton. I really like Michigan's chances on Saturday.
I agree, Dylan, and I'm feeling bullish on Michigan here. I'm not going to make a crazy prediction to make you feel upset or jinx them, but I'm just going to say this. I really like the Wolverines in this game. I think Penn State is an overrated team. I don't think they're as good as people hype them up to be preseason. And for about 3 or 4 days, I low-key thought Penn State might be this team, but then I realized James Franklin is still their head coach. And who they are is a 10-2 program who loses to Michigan and Ohio State every single year. And even watching Penn State in their whiteout game this year, had the team they played had somewhat of an offense, they would have lost that game. And it showed because I think the team that they played in their whiteout game has a better defense than Ohio State. And Penn State's offense couldn't do anything. The difference is Ohio State has an offense, and they're able to keep their defense fresh and keep Penn State on the field. And Penn State lost that game, and they not only did they lose that game, they look lost on the field. And Michigan is so big and so fast up front on both sides of the ball. I think they're just going to lean on Penn State, and eventually Penn State's just going to fall.
Yep. I think this is a big game for Donovan Edwards. Last year, he had a breakout game. I think this is another game where Michigan, he hasn't had the year that by standards, he would like, but the guy, he doesn't care. He knows that when his number is going to be called, and when he had big games against Purdue in the Big Ten championship, again, the 2 runs he had against Ohio State, when the stakes of that game are raised, he rises up to that occasion. I think this is another opportunity for Donovan Edwards to do that. They were able to get him the ball a couple of times, catching the ball out of the backfield. I really like Michigan's chances in this game. But they got to play the game. I'm not gonna. I feel good, but just got to go out there and play like same message to the Titans as to the Wolverines. Play as hard as you can, as fast as you can for as long as you can.
I'm going to say it for the record, Dylan. Michigan by 2 tutties, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, there you go. You heard it here first. Grant said it, so I don't have to.
I'm sticking to it. Michigan by 2 scores.
So